Our first speaker this morning is Juliet Chung. She will be delivering her icebreaker speech entitled, My Parents. Please welcome Toastmaster Juliet Chung.
When I was a little girl, I hated my life. I was home alone most of the time. I went to school, did my homework, cooked for my parents, and did whatever they wanted of me. I was sheltered under the tyranny of my parents. I could only see through the lens of a young, desperate girl deprived of joy. Things were not how I wanted them to be. My parents did not love me the way I wanted them to love and care for me. This is harder than I thought.
It's okay, take your time.
There were tensions in the home. My parents did not sleep in the same bed. I fantasized about escape. I had a lot of hate and anger. Because I did not know how to cope. My parents never pushed me to succeed. I felt like they were there to enforce the rules and provide food and shelter for me until it was time for me to fend for myself. I did not have much say in anything I got involved in. My mom would drag me to Atlantic City to spend time with the family. I was a participant, an actor, going through the script of a part that was handed to me. My dad did not pay attention to me. I had to break some of his VCRs to get his attention. He did not talk to me. All he did was watch TV, read the newspaper, play Chinese chess in the park, take care of his fish and his plants, and argue with my mom. I had one friend in my building. She was 3 years older than me. She bossed me around and dragged me along to do the things that she wanted to do too. Overall, I was an obedient kid. I did what I was told until I reached my breaking point. One day, I got the idea to shave off my hair to prove a point. It was my hair. I could do whatever I wanted with my hair because it was on my body, and more hair would grow back eventually. My mom said, "Don't you dare do it." And I said, "You can't tell me what to do. Watch me." It was the most liberating feeling to see and feel the weight of my hair fall onto the floor like shackles. For the first time in my life, I finally did something that I wanted to do, not what someone else wanted me to do. It was my idea. And I was the proudest bald-headed girl walking around Chinatown looking like a Buddhist monk. My friends said I looked like a cancer patient, but I didn't care. I was free and happy. That was 15 years ago, when I was going into my sophomore year in high school. Since then, I've served in the Marines, traveled, competed in Miss Chinatown USA, got my degree in airport management, moved to Florida, and shared my story in this book, Fighting for the Dream. My mom now lives in New Jersey with her boyfriend Thomas. She goes to the casino to gamble with the rest of the family. Atlantic City is the gathering place for everyone except me. My mom and I communicate on a regular basis through text and email. She communicates mostly through pictures because she's simple. Since my mom is a toxic person, I only allot her the time she needs in order to feel that her presence in my life has any significance. When I was home on leave from the Marines, she told me that she stayed with my dad for all those years because of me. She wanted to divorce my dad when I was born, but her family convinced her to stay for my sake. She does not have the ability to look inwards to own up to her life's choices. It was a hard burden for me to bear at first. The animosity from my mother was like a cold blade piercing through my warm beating heart. The look of envy is unmistakably written all over her face, the rare instances that we are together. Whatever I share with her, she turns into an opportunity to sabotage my happiness. Last week, I told my mom that I was going to do a photo shoot for a local store. She warned me to be careful and to make sure that it was not a scam. My mom will never say, "How cool and exciting. Tell me more. What are you going to wear?" No, nothing positive ever comes out of her mouth. She only speaks the language of negativity. I do not think that my mom can ever truly express genuine love and kindness for me if she has deep-rooted feelings of hate and anger, since I am to blame for all her years spent in an unhappy marriage. Although I've revealed deeply personal things about myself, I'm relieved to drop the emotional baggage I've been carrying around all these years. God put me here with difficult parents to prepare me for life's battles. Everything I am and everything I have done, I owe to my parents, and I honor them so. I'm a better person because of my parents. My parents do not know this, but I once ended up in the psych ward on my 27th birthday. After proclaiming that I wish I had never been born, I've since built myself back up, and now I feel like I'm the greatest mistake that my parents have ever made. I love my life, and I appreciate the tribulations it took for me to get here. Today, I'm the closest I've ever been to my dad, and my mom and I share a bittersweet love-hate relationship. I'm a free spirit. I celebrate life by living every day as if it were my last. I'm the light in my parents' lives, and I have to be strong for them. It gets tough sometimes when I feel the desire to run up to mommy and daddy for their unconditional love and support. I wish that they would welcome me into their arms and whisper in my ear, "It will be okay, honey." But they don't know how to because their parents never did that. I'm young, single, happy, healthy, and carefree. What more could I possibly want?